Plays now is 21-7.
Who?
Train wrecks.
Oh, because he gave him the okay to do it?
Because 21-7 is tweeted back and says, yeah, bro, go ahead. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hopefully it's like the audio's fine.
Clyde said it was okay, right?
Hey Clyde, if you can go on our stream, just make sure the audio is okay. If you can hear both of us.
Are you live now?
Yeah. One of the streams starting soon, but the Yeti should be on there. But look at this, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Those for yours.
Stop!
These are mine. Mine. Mine.
Yeah, mine.
Got excited for head fades.
Me too. We have a lot.
You have a lot of head tan.
I thought you had something there too.
No, these are all shiny face.
Oh. I thought you got something though.
No. It's a lot of it. It's more vivid voltage. This could have.
Yeah, I can hear both of you.
Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, dog.
I did my nails and everything.
Did you?
I clipped them.
I clipped them. That's doing your nails for a guy, I guess.
Huh?
I said that's doing your nails for a guy, I guess. Because Bree got her nails done. Expensive shit.
Oh. Yeah, I don't fucking file them down. I just clip. How do you clip your nail? Do you go around or you left, right, top?
Middle, right, left.
What?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, middle, right, left. Is that weird?
No, I always make a point with mine and then clip that last
I
point.
go flat and then I round it out.
I goes, however you want to do it, I guess. I didn't get it very good either.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can turn it. Oh, thanks for the.
Tiny?
No, that's Clyde. Clyde just.
Oh, it's they. Does that say they?
Yeah, they've subscribed. You're supposed to have the chat up.
I still got like a week until I get my new contact. Ooh.
We still have like 2 minutes of chitter chatter.
Danny Dev invited me to a raid.
For what? So,
What?
nothing.
I think he fucking backed out. Bitch. Just kidding.
Yeah, he can hear you. Because everybody watches us, bro.
It's Kanto tours going on now. Let's show you this. Look at this. God. Cool.
When are you rating?
Bit.
What the fuck?
Bit.
I hate you. I invite
And
you
the
to raids
fucking
all the time.
Shitty pincer. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Look at this guy too.
What the fuck?
A shiny Celebi.
Oh my god.
I don't know, it's just kind of just literally my morning routine is check my friends list, open all the gifts, send everyone a gift, get off.
That's how I was in Brave Frontier for a long time. I would just send everybody what their preferred thing is and then get off. Open my gifts.
Yeah, Mewtwo. The legendary birds and Mewtwo are back. I want to get a Mewtwo.
You can get a green Mewtwo.
I can.
A shiny one. You get one out of here too. Not there. Or right here.
Hidden Fates, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of. I want the GX. I want Sylveon though. It's like my favorite shiny.
I know.
I don't know why. It's just the color blue, and I just like Sylveon.
Yeah, Sylveon's quiet as fuck.
It's a Pokemon I would have as a pet.
See, look how much cuter that was than anyone else.
What?
Vaporeon.
Like how much cuter it is?
Yeah.
I used to like Glaceon a lot.
Look at mean as fuck.
I know.
Flareon fell off. I don't know where she went now.
No one likes Flareon. It's literally just a poofy red Eevee.
Yeah, it really is. It's like he forgot to cut his hair. Oh shit, we're late. Alright. I'm gonna do the wrong screen, watch. There it is. Alright. And welcome back to another episode of the Get Perspective podcast. We are doing something different this week. Obviously we're together, not on Discord. He's a little blurry, but that's just because the camera's
I'm a
fucked
background character.
up. You know. So, yeah, so we were supposed to do this weekly, and clearly
Look how that turned out.
yeah, it's not weekly at all. It's like 2 months.
We're late.
We're a little late. There's a lot of dumb shit has been happening actually in the world. Some crazy shit. Texas is fucking frozen over.
No power. People's ceiling fans are freezing over.
Who would have thought? I mean,
Ted Cruz is going to Cancun.
yeah, did you guys see that? Like he freaking he made an excuse that his daughters wanted to take a trip, but then he ended up
How likely?
yeah, when all this shit's going on in Texas. Oh yeah, my daughters wanted to take a trip, but he started fleeing to another country. Cancun's. Is it Mexico?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I
I don't
know
know if it was a territory or not.
Everyone travels there. I just don't have any.
I've never been to Cancun.
Like, what's in Cancun? Like, I know it's like a resort, like beaches and
I
everything.
couldn't tell you. All I know is that Cancun is where all the people go for spring break. Cancun or Florida. Yeah.
People still go to Miami.
I don't know. I don't really hear much about Miami.
I don't either. That's all I was asking.
I know people go to like Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hear a lot about that. So, in the news, I don't know. I haven't updated my news thing in a while. So, it's probably going to be old news to you guys, but new to the podcast. So, bear with us.
I get your check pulled up. Forgot.
You're fine. So, everybody's on this hype of the stock market. Everybody's a fucking expert now.
Everyone's a genius.
They're like, make sure you invest in AMC. And I'm like, you guys didn't even know what stocks were. Like, you were like sitting there on your couch like an hour ago.
I had, before this all happened, I got not heavily into, but like I wanted to have some type of
Stock?
like stocks for like long term
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I got into dividend stocks.
My buddy told me to get into that.
It's like you hold them for a year and they pay out there. You get paid for pretty much having that stock. So I wanted to get into that, but I don't know. I'm I can't hold something for too long. I can't collect anything. I gotta have it now. That's why we're opening this.
True. Me and Bree were actually arguing over it because I was gonna open these, or I was gonna open one and save one.
Yeah,
because they as soon as I opened them out of that, they lost value.
I can't do that.
But like they're just like, I can't collect. I don't have the collector's mentality. Like people have like old what's more relatable? Like old model cars, I say. Like I don't know, because we can't say old Pokemon cards because not everybody relates to that. But like what's something that people still have? Baseball card.
Baseball
that
card?
It's still in the PSA whatever, but it's worth like $20,000 right now.
I have a whole who's what's that card shop in town? Kyle's. Do they buy baseball cards?
Yeah, they buy and sell.
It would be better to take it to Disney's because I have a whole binder that I completely forgot about.
I think Kyle's is more sports memorabilia.
I figured.
So like that'd be, but like
they're probably not worth anything. But
my dad has the best, the most like my dad can collect is like cowboy stuff. That's because he loves cowboy stuff. It's not because it's like to make money. This is gonna be worth money someday. It's like that's him, but. In a sense, like that's gonna be worth money someday. Somebody somewhere is gonna be like, I love the Cowboys back then too.
Well, I can collect, but it can't be
sealed.
Sealed.
Because you want to know.
I gotta like open it, feel it.
Yeah.
I can collect it, but mostly collecting would be thrown in my closet, forgetting about it, and then cleaning out when I move or.
It's like, oh shit.
Go there, like, oh fuck, I still have this.
I remember me and my dad were just talking about this too. I had a whole like I don't know, like a box full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and me and my brother bought like the starter decks, the first edition starter decks.
Structures.
Yeah, and it's like those alone are like worth $1,000 right now, and we just threw them somewhere. Like we just got rid of them.
We had a whole because I remember, I like vividly remember in the back of Ricky and Brandon's house, I had like a whole tub of old Pokemon cards. I don't know if any of them were like first edition or anything,
Right.
but like
but they're old.
they're old.
Yeah.
Who knows where that's at now? They're gone, thrown away, torn.
Do you remember the old Pocket Monster back to them? They were like, they weren't this. I don't know, Pokemon card to show you. Fuck.
What are they?
Okay. They weren't. So everybody can see it. They weren't this back. They were like a white
They look like
cross.
They look like a British flag.
Yeah. You remember those?
Yes.
I had Pokemon cards like that, and those are the oldest ones. And like, think about if we saved those. Like, oh, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, but I couldn't.
I mean, like I don't know. Clyde said he
Old collector
old
coins.
collector coins.
I have a book of pennies.
Like 1920.
Like it was. I don't know if it was for collecting. Well, I guess it was for collecting, but it's like an old book that had slots for certain years, and when you get one, you pop it in that year.
I had those for quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like you had like the states one where it had like
Yeah.
a map of the states, and you're like, this, there.
I remember I always used to think they were like worth a bunch. I mean, I'm sure they are now.
I'm pretty sure there's a certain there's a guy at work that does like coin collecting, and there's like a penny that goes for like some
Isn't it like a misprint?
I don't know, if some year, but it
Yeah.
goes for like a stupid amount of money, a penny, and that like blows my mind.
It costs more to make a penny than a penny's worth. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know why we still use pennies. I've never used like a penny ever.
The only time I ever see someone use a penny is for those motherfuckers that do exact change and hold up the whole line. Like, hold on, wait, I think I got a dime in here. You know what I mean? Bree is one of those motherfuckers. Bree will literally hold up the whole line to look for a nickel. I'll pay with $1 and get 95 cents back and forget about the 95 cents. Like, that's it. Like, there's so many. I want to know how much I've wasted in change. Because I just throw it somewhere. Even if it's like 75 cents, I'll just throw it somewhere. Like, I probably wasted so much money.
A couple grand.
Probably. Easily. Oh my god.
I think about that stuff too. Like my collective.
Stuff that you should have collected?
No,
Or
not collective wasn't the right word. Like the my stats as a human being, I guess. My achievements. I think about it like sometimes, like every like month at work. I was like, I wonder how much I have ran through this line. Like the total, like how many times could I go around the world?
Or how many like seconds you wasted at a red light or something?
Yeah. I think about that all the time.
I hope
just like out of nowhere.
I hope when we like die, whatever, say there is a heaven, we go and like you get like a baseball card of your stats. Yeah. Like or like they just have a book of like all knowing thing, like he said. It's like, how many times did I don't know, eat Chick-fil-A? And just like an absurd amount of times. Like how much money total have I spent? There's a lady at my friend's work that you can see how much you've ordered them by their phone number, like per year. They keep like stats of that shit. This dude has spent like $3,080 something bucks on Domino's.
I would be scared to find that out.
That's it. Like just Domino's. And like if you really think about it, like an average person makes $30K, like say like middle class, 30 to 50.
Mm-hmm.
You wasted 1% of your total like on Domino's. Like holy fuck, I'm scared to know how much I wasted like on what do I eat a lot? Because we get Domino's for like free now, so.
Like video games.
Yeah, dude. Steam.
There is a website that showed you how much you spent on Steam, and I'm up there.
I
my
think
god damn.
You and you and Nathan both, just because CS:GO.
And those were on sale too. Like if I paid full price for each one of those games, it'd be
ridiculous amount.
That's what I'm scared to find out when I looked at that website. Because I was curious, I wanted to know my stat. So I went to the website. I was like, does Steam tell you how much you spend on games? He's like, yeah, you go to the website. I typed in my name. I was like, do I really want to know? I have like a few hundred games on here.
A few, yeah. You have like 800 or some shit like that. Because I have 380. And that most of that's for the Humble Bundle, to be fair, where they would give you 50 games just
That's what
for
I'm saying.
$5.
Like, yeah, if I spent the full amount for each of those games, it'd be, I would say over $10,000.
Yeah, easily. Well, I mean, you're probably at that now, honestly. Like, you're probably at that now. So Nathan's price went up because of skins. Like
he had so much money in skins.
He had
so much.
At least 10 knives.
Fucking gambled them away.
And he gambled it all. He was just like, fuck it, just throw it in there. That's greed, man.
You ever unbox a knife? No?
Never unboxed, no.
One time.
One?
A Huntsman. It was a Huntsman Safari Mesh.
Gross.
It was gross.
Did you gamble it?
I sold it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, everybody just wanted a knife. It would sell, but it wasn't like the...
I made a cool knife. That's why I bought that fade.
What's it called? Yeah, the fades or the case hardens or the
I like how that
Crimson
names
something. I forget what it's called.
Crimson Web.
Crimson Web.
It had a certain pattern on it. It was like so many like starts of webs.
Yeah, and it's like the case hardens. It was like a mango. That's what they called it. It was like more orange. Yeah. I was just like, holy fuck. Like people have to really look at them.
Like you're rare getting the knife, but then you also have like a subset.
Yeah.
Of like rarity. This is that knife.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. A lot of people that just watch this for the content, you're not gonna understand these video game references. That's fine. But this is just something like, yeah, it was big in our childhood. That kind of is like a good segue. This is gonna be a really nerd out podcast, by the way. With video games, like, how did you start at a video game? And everybody plays a video game, whether it be on your phone, your old PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever. Everybody has played a video game. Like, what started you on one though? Like, what was the first video game that you remember?
The earliest video game I remember was Toy Story 2.
Holy shit!
For the PlayStation.
Isn't that where the spin-off of the Army Men came from? Because you could play it as one of those army.
I couldn't say okay. That's not the earliest memory. I guess that's like the first game. I guess that got me into.
Like story kind of games, or
no, not it's. Like I want a PlayStation now, or I want.
Yeah.
A GameCube or something like that, because I played. I didn't have any consoles until one Christmas. I got the GameCube with that case, the carrying case where it came with.
Yeah.
That and SSX Tricky.
Ooh, so that's a good ass one though. That was a classic.
It was a good Christmas.
we never owned a console till. We never bought one, I should say. We owned a lot, but I never got a console that was physically like my parents bought it out of the box, gave it to me until 360. No, Xbox. No, 360. Because the original Xbox I got was from my uncle. Because he left it here. He moved here for like a month, and he just left it here and said, "Here, have this. You know, I'm leaving." The first console that got me into games wasn't a Dreamcast. That's old as shit. And me and you are the same age, but I feel like that is a little older than what we're used to. A Dreamcast? Like, I feel like that's like a, 99 or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, we were 5, you were 4, and, like, I remember playing Sonic, which...
I remember playing the Sega Genesis at my grandma's house, but I didn't really, know...
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
What I was doing.
Yeah, you're just playing it.
I remember playing the Dreamcast at one of my mom's friend's house. I have no recollection of their faces, where they lived at, but I knew they had a Dreamcast and House of the Dead.
House of the Dead what got me on shooters. What made me want zombie games. House of the Dead. It was so because like you would play at your house and then you would go like to the. We would always go to the bowling alley every Friday, and we'd play it there.
Mm-hmm.
House of the Dead, the shooting game. My brother was addicted to the bass fishing on the Dreamcast. I don't know. He was always into fishing games. That's how we broke our first mouse. Because the little ball in it, like you would have to like this is the mouse. He would have to go like this to cast it in and out, and that ball just popped out, and one of the little wheels broke.
The rubber ball, so
yeah. So he fucked up our first mouse because of that. I think he slammed it on the table. Because you know how Nathan is. He probably lost a fish and said... Oh.
I don't think I ever played any fishing games.
Really? Do you like fishing?
Maybe. I like...
Like physically fishing?
Depends on where we're fishing at. If it's just like on the bank, it's kind of just like, whatever.
Right. You like a boat?
I'll be out here, yeah. If I'm like on a boat or like something like that, I like that better.
I remember we went that deep sea fishing.
That was terrible.
The only reason it was terrible is because I kept you up all night.
That was terrible.
That was the only reason. But the experience itself was awesome, in my opinion. I was fine after I was out there. You were dreading it.
I've never been sunburnt on my shins.
Oh, that's why. I remember because you were already sunburned. Right? And then you went out there?
It was a miserable time.
Okay. Now I understand why it was miserable for you. That was the first time I've ever been sunburned.
My shins were sunburned. You had somebody on the top deck throwing up in the ceiling.
Do you remember those girls?
Get the fuck down and go down to the other side.
There was these girls that were... We were they were like being flirts like with everybody. And then... The next thing you know,
seasick.
She was throwing up off the side. She lost all attractiveness points after that. Like, even if she was kind of attractive, that was it. Like, you lost everything. She was throwing up so hard. Oh my god.
You got a new follower.
Yeah. Thanks, Ace, for the follow. Appreciate it. On the point of video games again, I had a note in here. When you and Tyler both don't have the Tetris brain, that's what I just made up. Okay.
You
guys cannot do puzzle games for shit. I went through that game that you told me to. I caught up to you and beat you. Like, like, that shit was so easy to me.
I'm stupid.
You can't fit a block into a block, you know what I mean? Like, if it was a square space, you would try to fit a line there. For whatever reason, that blew my mind. Like, some people can't do that. But there's some people that their brains don't work like that. Like, my dad can't play a shooter because he can't do aim and move at the same time. So he'll end up going straight up and then moving. You know what I mean? And to us, that's like second nature. Just like controlling that. So what do you think happens in the brain like that? Like, some people can't do puzzle games but can do like an intricate shooter. Or StarCraft. You can do StarCraft, but you can't play Tetris.
The only Tetris, it goes too fast.
But Halo, you're running, jumping off a wall, shooting, throwing a grenade, melee. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's like a million things, but you can't turn a block to make it fit a hole. Like, that blew my mind. Like, Tyler,
I'm also like I'm second guessing myself like 99% of the time playing that game. It's like I have a nice stat going, and all I need is a line piece. But I'm like, okay, if I get rid of those two, and then throw a line piece in there, or like put a block here and put a line piece down here, I'll have more for a Tetris. And then when you get to that point where like you're almost at the top or whatever, and then you're trying to like frantically spin shit.
Yeah.
And just I was like, yeah, whatever.
So your brain just doesn't work that fast? Ah. It just... There's just some mechanics in games that just, like, blow my mind that people don't understand. Like, just the simple shooting mechanic is just, like, crazy to me. Yeah. I never understood that. But, like, Mario Kart, too. There's some people that can't play Mario Kart.
Yeah, puzzle games are just me.
It just... There's just some things. Oh, I remember. Yeah, that's always been your username. What's up, Cody? Sorry, I got sidetracked. Sidetracked?
Sidetrack.
Yeah, Tetris is a kind of difficult game. But, like, to me, personally, and that's what I was getting at the old console, too. That was one of my first games I ever played, too. Tetris. And it just, like, me and my siblings would just play that for hours. Like, till, like, we couldn't even keep our eyes open. But some people can't even play that on the basic level.
Tetris will always be difficult to me, and like it'll piss me off. But I can always go back and play Tetris for some reason.
it's really fun. I'm trying to think of some different things. Stop. We're in the middle of a podcast. Jesus. So, on the I see these are good segues. So on the note of nostalgia and old schoolness, like, what was your earliest crush? Like, movie star, cartoon, anything. Like, what did you when you first think of, like, yeah, like that's what I'm into.
My earliest crush?
I'll start since I brought it up. Okay.
I was a weird kid.
Lola Bunny.
Yeah, everyone.
Space Jam, bro.
I don't care who you are. She was hot.
She was like bad. Like, I've never been attracted to, like, as a kid. You don't think of that as a cartoon. You think of that Lola Bunny. You know what I mean? She was, when she said doll, I'm like, yeah.
Doll.
You know, like, holy shit. Like, I don't know. That was my first, like, when I knew, I was like, I like girls. Even though that wasn't even it was a bunny. So, you don't even know. Like, I didn't say, like, I like bunnies. I swear to God.
I like Lola Bunny.
I like Lola Bunny, exactly.
Yeah, I had Lola. I had...
You're a weird kid?
It was, from Sonic. I was a big Sonic Adventure. Like, I played that a lot.
You also played Sonic Heroes, too.
Sonic Heroes, yeah. Amy Rose. And Rogue.
Yeah.
I was like, I was a weird kid.
You were a weird kid. Oh, my God. I don't know. See, like, I'm thinking, like, why didn't we grow up to be a furry then? Because everything we named is like an animal, no? Because Sonic Girl, Lola Bunny, but I'm not here like, I want you in a bunny suit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Sailor Moon's a good one. Yeah, Sailor Moon is definitely a good one. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think, like, but first crush, like, it would have to be Lola Bunny.
You could find, like, cartoons and video game characters attractive. It's just, like, you know...
Do you know the Tom and Jerry cat? Like, the one that Tom
one?
tried to...
Yeah.
The white one. Why were those seductive eyes on a cat?
That's how they make them. They make them like, okay, I want these children to be attracted to this cat.
But again, goes back to the point, like, why didn't we develop that? Like a fucking furry kink. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you want that? Like, I understand there was, like, attractive cartoon characters, but then it's like, why would you bring that to the real world?
I don't know. It's just like, you're in the moment, you're like, damn.
Damn. I think the first, like, IRL crush I had was Carrie Underwood, for sure. That was American Idol. I think that was back when I called in just to hear her voice. Because, like, when you vote for them, you call in, and they say, thank you for voting for me. Like, my mom would have to kick me off the phone because I would call in, like, 14 times just to hear her say thank you. I was the reason why she won.
Your vote?
My votes. They all counted. You could vote as many times as you want, as long as you called in.
Racked up the phone bill.
Yeah, that was back when it was freaking dial-up shit, so no one could do shit. They couldn't be on the internet. They couldn't do anything because I was using that big-ass corded one all the way. I was in the living room. I'm living in the house that I grew up in, so I was in the living room, and the phone was connected in the kitchen. So it was just a cord going all the way over here, bothering everybody while American Idol was on. Yeah.
I was thinking of, when you said dial-up, I was trying to, think of the times that I was using dial-up.
I remembered using dial-up to get on E-Bombs. E-Bombs World.
E-Bombs World,
yeah. Just to look at videos. It would literally load the page like a slideshow, and then you could play a video.
Yeah.
It was... Oh, God. Dial-up was AIDS. And anytime you get a call, it interrupts everything.
E-Bombs World, Newgrounds, Albino Black Sheep.
Albino Black Sheep, that's the one that... I don't think I got on there that often. That was more like Flash Games, right?
Was that the website we used in that one class?
What was that class?
I was trying to think of
it was a computer class.
Yeah, it was literally learning about writing checks and
career pathways. Yeah. We would get on Flash games, stuff like that. I remember my first Flash movie I watched was a stick figure shit, and he did
Xiao.
Oh yeah. I used to call it Zao Zao.
Yeah, whatever. Xiao. Was it Madness?
Yeah, I think Madness was the one I watched first.
Or the gray people with the X's on their head.
Yeah. And there was a Flash movie was the one where he mimics Max Payne, and then the song Bodies came on by Drowning Pool.
He mimics Max Payne.
Yeah, he made flashbacks of the Max Payne. I don't know if I was the only one that played it, but it was it was just a Flash movie.
No, I was thinking of for some reason you said that was it Joe Zombie came to my head.
What's that?
It was the Papa Roach Last Resort song, and that was in it.
Wait, what?
You ever seen Joe Zombie?
No. Never.
Yeah, you have.
I probably have.
Or Ed's World.
Yes. Oh my God. Ed's World was they were British, English.
He said it was still the Xiao Xiao series. It was episode 8 or something.
Yeah. See, he knows. That was a Max Payne one. He all of a sudden he's behind a counter and he goes fucking crazy. And he screams and he kicks something, blows it up, and then just fucks people up, dude. It was so awesome.
Xiao.
Oh, that was really good.
I think I watched a lot of cartoons I shouldn't have on Newgrounds too. Those are deep suppressed, weird thoughts. Places I shouldn't be as a child.
Yeah.
Using the parents' internet,
It's
not knowing
so
how to delete
weird.
the browser history.
Yeah. It's so weird how children nowadays will never experience what we did, because the internet was kind of new. Not new, but it was mostly for file sharing. And then YouTube in
YouTube wasn't paying people.
Yeah, YouTube wasn't paying anybody. It was 2001 when YouTube became a thing.
I remember hearing about it on. I remember YouTube, but I don't it was it was just a website.
Yeah.
And it was on the news or whatever. It was the next big website, YouTube, and then people were showing clips and stuff on the news.
What was the first YouTuber you see?
First
saw?
YouTuber?
Yeah. I would have to say Ask Swifty. Do you remember that? Ask Swifty?
It sounds familiar.
They would ask him questions, and then he was a scene kid, and he what did we learn today, kids? Absolutely nothing. That's what he would say at the end. Really? Nobody?
It sounds familiar.
Ask Swifty. It was all the scene kids, and then that was my introduction to Smosh. So like it started going more scene. That whole scene kid phase.
I'm trying to think of who I used to watch.
And then
back in the day,
Fred. The fucking
everyone
weird
watched
shit.
Fred, yeah.
Yeah. Fred was weird back then, so he just kept getting weirder.
I can't remember. I don't remember specifically like a person, but I remember a lot of old videos.
Because like all the old videos I remember weren't on YouTube. That's what's crazy. Like End of Z World, it ended up on YouTube, but it was on like Newgrounds or something like that.
Mine probably weren't on YouTube either. I had a recently like on TikTok someone uploaded a old YouTube video.
And they were stupid. Like FPS Doug, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just stupid ass videos.
What's the kid? He's sleeping on the top bunk and he's trying to sleep.
Yeah.
And he's like.
You just kept annoying him.
He literally gets up and starts beating him with a pillow.
And he just keeps.
Wow, asshole.
I feel like that's how you felt the Florida trip.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because like you were trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep and I just kept making you laugh or like annoying the shit out of you. And he would the guy annoying him was on the top bunk.
Yeah.
So like the guy under him would just like keep lifting him up and like shaking him and shit like that because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. There are some really old videos. Like I don't know if this is really old, but in my memory it's old. The what was it? I just lost it. He was like showing him a car, and it was like an old guy with glasses, and he was like, "Oh my god, I know the quote." It just literally left my head as soon as I went to say it.
An old guy with glasses getting shown a car.
Oh, would you look at that? That guy. Just look at it. Would you look at it? Yeah. How old is that one? I feel like that's pretty old. But I don't think it's as old as like Smosh. But yeah, that was an old video that I remember as well. I had some current events in here, but I don't know if you would remember.
What are they?
So Tom Cruise on the set. Do you remember his freak out? I think we talked about it on a podcast.
On Oprah?
No, he freaked out on his cast because they weren't wearing masks. I wish I could play a clip.
I remember hearing about that, but I didn't really like read into it. I remember him, yeah.
He literally was yelling at his employees saying, "I will not have this movie canceled because you guys can't follow simple fucking codes." Like he was cussing out, yelling at the top of his lungs because they weren't social distancing and they weren't wearing their mask properly. So he would just scream at everybody. So his retaliation to that is he calls them COVID robots, and he has robots that enforce social distancing and the I don't even know exactly what it is, but how rich could you be to make robots?
Tom Cruise rich.
To be like social distance, make sure you wear your mask, and it's like, what are these? I just heard there was robots that enforce these. Like, what are they doing to enforce them? Like, are they just walking around? Are they like more of like a Roomba type shit? Just shouting like.
There is a lot of cars.
There is a lot of cars. That's after the podcast. But like, I don't know if it's like. Hold on, I'm gonna actually look this up real quick. Sorry.
I don't know how you would make a robot to do that.
Tom Cruise COVID robots. It was just a, see, Tom Cruise buys robots to enforce COVID-19.
You guys getting the vaccine at your work?
No. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You got the vaccine?
We're going to.
Nice.
She's making appointments for everybody. Not everybody. the people that volunteered for it.
Oh, you gonna be a test subject?
I guess.
No, it's my mom already has.
I mean, there would be no point in not getting it, in my opinion. I mean, people at work is like, "Why are you getting it? It's gonna make you sick." And I was like,
Isn't
"Okay,
that all?
the flu shot it does the same fucking thing."
But like, I think that's a myth. I don't think it actually makes you sick. It like,
You think it's like your mind thing?
Yeah, but it infects you with a dormant.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not an active flu. You know what I mean? So like the people that do get sick just happen to get sick, in my opinion.
These are Trulies, Nathan.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, the COVID shit's actually kind of weird.
You work in manufacturing, right?
Yeah. Well, no, we're a warehouse.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why they said that. I think it was the state wanted manufacturers next
Really?
to get the vaccine.
Well, I work with food grade products, so maybe we're up next. Maybe I don't know. I feel like that would make more sense than a manufacturer like you guys.
Yes, I don't know why we're
Because
getting
we
into
work
this.
with food.
She literally came up and was like, "You want the vaccine?" I was like, "The vaccine? Sure, why not?"
So, in the news, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's old news, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. So, everybody knows Charlie D'Amelio, right?
Mhm.
From TikTok. She's like 16-year-old. I don't mean to hate on kids because she's a child. She does whatever's fucking popular, right? But she did something.
If you know how I think what you're talking about,
It
was
hurt me.
embarrassing.
Embarrassed the shit out of me. Secondhand embarrassment. So there was a singer, Charlie XCX. She worked with someone, Sophie something, that died.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody was tweeting out, "Here for Charlie," because she lost someone close to her, like someone that she worked with, collabed with all the time. Charlie D'Amelio thought that hashtag was about her for whatever reason, and tweeted out like, "Thank you guys for the support. I don't know what this is for, but I love all of you."
Embarrassing.
So she thought this tweet was about her when somebody lost somebody, and
Somebody else named Charlie. She's the only person.
like she's the
named
only
Charlie.
yeah, she's the only one allowed to be named Charlie. But in her defense, people were tagging her in it, like her Twitter.
They probably thought the same thing.
Yeah, they probably thought the same thing. So I didn't know that when I first heard about her.
When you
making
have that,
statement.
she has millions and millions of followers. You think like when a hashtag starts about you, you would
Why
look,
wouldn't
you
you
would look,
click it?
you would look into the hashtag.
Just click it. What the first thing you see is Charlie X's.
And Twitter usually tells you like if it's trending, like why it's trending.
Yeah. So all she had to do was click it, and be like, "Oh, this isn't about me," and just leave it alone, or even say, "Here for Charlie for sorry about Sophie," but she thought it was about her. Said thank you for all the love and support, which nobody was talking about her. Oh, dude, it like hurt my soul. Like
Yeah, I read about it and I was like,
that's so.
I feel so bad for you.
Like it was not even. It was like I wasn't even mad at her. It was like I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Because you're that what? Self-absorbed, that you think everything's about you. Well, holy shit, that hurt me like a lot. Yeah, exactly. She's the only Charlie on Twitter. Yeah. I hate it because she's a child. So honest mistake.
How old is she?
She's only 16.
You sure?
I swear to God, maybe 17, at most. You know what I mean? Like that's
They all have a house together, don't they?
who? Charlie D'Amelio?
Like her and friends, don't you?
No.
Sure?
She lives with her parents. She lives with Dixie still. That's the older one.
I thought they all had like a hype house or whatever it was.
Is that where she is?
I could be wrong. I don't fucking.
I don't follow any of these people. That. So, but she's like 16, 17 years old. But she's a millionaire. She got famous really early. So like that takes a toll on the brain, in my opinion. Like everything's about you. So it's just like when this is about you, it's not about you. You think it's about you. You know what I mean, I get it, but it's like that's so embarrassing.
She needs a social media advisor.
I mean, she's 16. Like she doesn't. She shouldn't need all that. But there's millionaires.
You know who else? Well, not a social media advisor, but he needs to stay off social media.
Who?
You follow Bam Margera on his.
No, dude. I heard he's bad though.
He's losing it.
Yeah. Well, he's already been to rehab like 4 or 5 times.
I think his last 6 posts were talking about he was kicked off, removed from Jackass, the new Jackass movie, like calling everyone out, saying how they belong in hell. I died. I know I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
But I started laughing out loud because he's talking about how they stole his ideas and stuff. He has a picture of a book. He's Jeff Tremaine, the guy that
Made it, yeah.
says can't take these from me because I wrote them different, and it's literally a bunch of gibberish,
Yeah.
symbols and squiggles and stuff. I was like, damn, what are you doing? he looks like he's in bad shape, but
He is. He
I know he
has drug problems. A lot of drug and alcohol.
But I can't either say who's telling the truth and who's not. But Ban's not doing himself any favor.
Oh really? Damn. I mean,
no.
it's hard, man. When you have that kind of substance abuse problem, it's kind of hard. I mean, you're not in control anymore. There was a video going around of I know probably everybody's heard of it, the Gorilla Glue girl.
Dumb.
Jesus, triple G.
How do people think? People just look at something and go, "Let's make this a challenge."
Like anybody with a brain, I don't know what I've used Gorilla Glue maybe once, and no, I didn't even use it. I saw someone use it. You know what I mean? It's a very niche thing. It's
Strong
putting
glue.
together. Yeah,
Glue.
very strong glue for wood, PVC pipe, plastic. Shit that doesn't usually stick together with glue. It's for that. So to put that shit in your hair.
They make spray Gorilla Glue.
Oh, was it spray?
Speaking of spray, off topic, but you know they make spray dish soap now?
I have it.
Do you? I thought that was the coolest shit when I was doing dishes.
Yeah, I would just go, and then that's all the soap you needed for that dish. Yeah, we have that.
Nice.
It blew my mind too, because Bree was going like this. I'm like, why are you spraying shit on the dishes? It's soap. And I was like, what? So, let me see that. It was Dawn.
It's so much easier.
I was like, holy shit. It was a lot easier. Because you're not wasting a blob of soap on the sponge or something, or a blob on the dishes. But yeah. Back to the Gorilla Glue girl. I didn't know it was a spray. Apparently it was a spray. And she put it in her hair. Why? For one, it has glue in the title. What are you thinking it's going to do to your hair? It's going to stick to fucking together.
I can't think of it. Why would you do that? I'm sure they make some type of glue.
Oh yeah, see, they just said the exact same thing. Yeah.
Well, I would imagine they make some type of glue for the hair. Not
Yes, there's a pomade, but it's glue. It's called hair glue. Yeah, see? Okay, that is misleading. I see that.
But it's Gorilla Glue. You
It's
know what
Gorilla
Gorilla
Glue
Glue is. It doesn't say hair glue.
But it said, her defense was, okay, this was a rumor that she said she was going to sue him because it didn't say.
She's trying to get money.
Yeah, it was a rumor. She didn't really want to get money. But the bottle never said not for hair. It said not for skin, not for eyes.
There should be a common sense law.
Yeah, it's a common sense thing. If it doesn't belong in your skin or your eyes, your hair is probably not an okay place to put it. The fucked up thing is, a doctor did it pro bono to fix it. For free to fix her fuck up. I wish everybody just got that. And I think she got a GoFundMe too. Something like that. To pay for
I
it.
saw that. I was
Yeah,
why
it
would
was
you
$20,000.
why would you donate to that?
Because they thought it was going to be a lot of money to fix her hair.
It's not my
It's her fault.
It's her problem.
Yeah, she put it in her hair. So she made all this money. and she got it for free, like the plastic surgery for free. The dude just made like I don't know what it was, like a chemical cleaner, and then to put it in her hair.
Probably
and
got
then
rid
it
of
just
her hair.
got out. Well, they said they saved most of it.
Oh.
So it's just like
Most of it, I'd rather put it all gone.
yeah, I don't want to wish bad on someone, but like she deserved her hair to be.
It's Darwinism.
Yeah, exactly. Survival of the fittest at that point. So stupid. Oh my god. So I think we're nearing towards the end. Yeah, it's already 15 minutes.
It's been, yeah.
So, any funny stories that happened in the last 2 months since we did our last one?
I have one more topic I was thinking about.
Okay.
You know how you try to like induce a dream? You kind of like when you want a dream of something, you start thinking about like before you go to bed, like heavily.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to induce a nightmare?
No.
No?
Why? You just like, I want to be scared tonight.
I was literally laying in bed like 2 weeks ago, and I was in bed like, you know what I haven't had in a long time? A nightmare. I'm gonna try to have one tonight. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
I think I was just like thinking of like horror movies and stuff like that.
I think.
But then I got to the point where I like was going to bed and I was just started laughing at myself. Like, you're a fucking dumbass.
I think that I had like I feel like I could change my nightmares now, cause like I went from So do you guys know like the cliche like face where it's like you look at someone and then they look at you, like they turn, like the whole cliche of a horror movie, and they turn to you and their eyes just get pitch black and their mouth opens wide. That happened to me on 3 different occasions last night trying to sleep. Like I would wake myself up, I'm like, why? Like why does that? I'm trying to have a good dream. Like that's kind of like I've induced a good dream. Yeah. So I have. I was trying to have a good dream, but I was like half asleep. But every time I would close my eyes, I would think of a face, and then it would return to that face. I'm like, why? Like, it wanted me to have a bad dream, and then when I finally went to sleep, I didn't have a dream. So it's just like, oh.
I don't know if inducing dreams works, Nathan. I mean, for some people could have lucid dreams.
Yeah.
All they want. And I will probably never have one because I've tried all the lay perfectly still in the fucking bed. Done all that dumb shit, and I've never had one. But I'm sure some people can do it.
Count your breaths, and then
you have to like be perfectly
zen.
You have to be conscious of you going to sleep.
Yeah. Usually, if
That's
I'm
why
that tired, though, I just sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I can't do that.
I don't have time for that. Oh my god.
I just thought it was funny.
That is pretty funny.
Like, I haven't had a nightmare in a while. Let me have one.
You really, I think you miss movie theaters. You want to go see a scary movie.
Probably.
And you're just like, man, I can have my own movie at night. I miss movie theater. I think you can rent out, me and Brie were talking about this. We want to rent out a movie theater. Because
Yeah, you can.
it's only like $150 for 20 people. We don't know 20 people, so we'd only be like 6 people and we just split it. You know?
You only choose from like pre-selected movies though, right?
Yeah, that's what
Which
sucks.
kinda
But I want to go to the movies so bad.
It'd be cool to have a whole fucking movie theater yourself.
Yeah.
You and friends.
And it helps them out too because they're on the verge of going under. AMC. Because
the stock market's helping them out.
Yeah, to the moon and shit. Fucking HBO Max is fucking everything. Everything's coming out on HBO Max now. Before the movie theaters, or the same time as movies. So you're paying $12 a month.
Does that mean the Oscars are gonna go under?
No, because they're still movies.
I'm saying like, but the numbers would be kind of skewed, wouldn't they? Because you can't.
Like box office.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah. Because you can't really do digital downloads because so much piracy and shit. Yeah, I guess. There's a lot of things that have changed because of fucking COVID.
I don't know how the Oscars work, by the way.
I thought it was
I'm
just-
sure they're all rigged.
I thought the Oscars is like a.
I know it's like best actor and
No,
stuff
like
that.
it's not a vote. It's like a vote, but with it's not the public. It's like a board of like film critics or some shit like that.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think it's the
I don't know
public
how the fucking
votes.
Oscar works.
It's not like
Like the
Kids'
Grammys.
Choice Award or some shit like that, where it's like it's fan voted. It's literally like there's a republic of fucking film people, and they vote on who, and that's why they are accused of like whitewashing and shit like that, because the public isn't voting on that.
Would that also make the title of most grossed, I guess, in the box office kind of like an old title?
Maybe.
As soon as like movie theaters and everything goes to streaming.
I don't think everything's gonna go streaming.
I know movie theaters will probably still be alive and like, but like you said, they're kind of like dying out.
Oh yeah.
Not
for
dying
sure.
out, but like there's less and less people are going.
They have to. Well, now. And for HBO to do that and put movies on a streaming service the same day that they're coming out to theaters, that's a huge loss for them, because the actors get a cut of box office sales.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's not people, like, I would rather sit at home sometimes and just watch a movie, but there's some I want that movie theater experience, like that community.
There's some like Godzilla vs. Kong.
I would love to go to the theater for that.
That's a theater movie.
But if it's just like a...
Hey, you want the big screen and you want all the fucking bass.
Yeah. But if it's just like a movie that I was like, oh, that looks kind of good, I'll sit at home and watch it. I'll wait for it to come out on Netflix or something.
Like fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League 4-hour-long movie.
Yeah, that's a home movie.
I ain't fucking sitting in the movie theater for 4 hours. I watch it at home.
Like,
4 hours is too long.
What was it? Avatar. If I knew it was going to be 3 hours, I probably would have watched that at home. God. I think some movie theaters had an intermission between, like, it was like an hour and a half and an hour and a half. Because it was legit a 3-hour movie.
See, I've never seen like a long movie in a movie theater. I was supposed to go see that fucking what's that director's name? His King Kong movie.
I don't know.
It was like a 3-hour. It had like Jack Black.
Jack Black?
Jack Black was in it. It was a serious role that you couldn't like.
Oh.
What's his name? I'll say Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson.
What the fuck? Kong. I don't know.
I'm really bad at directors and shit.
His name is literally in the title of the movie. It's like you don't say King Kong, you say blah blah King Kong.
I'm not a big King Kong fan. So, I think like episode 7 or 8, I was talking about Bree's like fucking sleep talking. Do you remember that?
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson? No. Percy Jackson.
See, I was close.
Yeah. Dude, last episode or 2 episodes ago, where I was talking about Bree's sleep talking. I don't know what she said. I already deleted it. But she always talks in her sleep. This one was really... I think she was in the hood on this one. She goes, like, I come in the bed, and then every time the light hits her, she says something. So when I open the door, the light hits her, she says, yeah, go ahead, homie. And I was like, what? And she says, yeah, it's a bop. Like... Every time she says some dumb shit, I have to write it down, because it's so, like, what is she dreaming about? She said, yeah, go ahead, homie. And yeah, it's a bop. Like, what the fuck?
Her and her K-pop stands.
Her dreams are always everywhere. Yeah, the Countless Nuggies one.
Countless Nuggies.
You remember that? I told you that. The Countless Nuggies? I did. I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember if you told me.
Because she said, I walked in the room and she said, I thought we were going to get nuggies. I said, what? She's like, countless nuggies.
Oh, no.
She just talks in her sleep, bro. It's so weird.
Countless Nuggies.
Oh, this is just a quick one. The next one... okay, so when my nuts itch, I pull pubes sometimes to like itch it without like having to like get in there. So I just like pull it and like it like you never like your hair itches and you just pull your hair a little
No.
to get the scratch out.
No.
Okay, I guess I'm weird. Whatever.
When my nuts itch, I spread, scratch.
Anyways, I went to pull a pube this time, and I felt it pulling my arm. Like, it was like a nerve connected here to here. So, like, I pulled, and I felt it right here.
That'd be weird.
I was at work, dude, and it hurt. Like, it hurt my arm to where I was like this. I gotta rub it. So, like, I went to scratch my nuts, and I went, PSA 9. I went to scratch it. And I pulled a pube, and I felt it in my arm. I didn't even feel it down there.
You ever tried it again?
No, because it was
It
scary.
was something you don't want to feel again.
It was scary. So I went and I just went, and it said, I was like, what the fuck? It felt like someone was pulling a hair on my arm. It was so weird, dude. Yeah. Every time something weird happens, I write it down in this fucking notepad.
Like something weird happens.
Yeah. I think we went through all the topics, actually. There was the Equality Act one, which I had something to say about it, but I already forgot. I already forgot what the Equality Act was.
I haven't heard of it.
Search it real quick. Equality Act. Because that was my last topic. Did something happen
From
in
the
the news?
2010?
Sure.
Equality Act 2020? What is the
I
Equality
think it
Act?
was about the internet or something like that.
Equality Act is a bill in the United States Congress that, if passed, would amend the Civil Rights Acts to prohibit discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity in employment, housing,
Yeah,
political,
okay,
religion,
wait.
violence, and
So,
education.
the Equality Act. It's one of the weirdest, like, I understand it. I understand why it's there. It's for all, because this story blew my mind. There was a Facebook post, which is completely true. Obviously, it's on Facebook. But there's an MMA fighter, that I did look into it. An MMA fighter that identifies as a woman, but is a man, beating the fuck out of women. How do you feel about that? Like, literally, this dude, I can't say this dude, that woman fucking broke 4 skulls already.
Yeah,
Fractured skulls.
if anyone's watched like Joe Rogan's podcast and his stance on it, I'm exactly the same way. If you're an XX, you can't fight an XY.
Dude, you're just built different.
You can identify all you want, but like you said, you're built different. You have different bone structure and
Adam,
muscles.
He would be good as a dude, or she would be. This is weird. She would be good as a dude MMA fighter, and she is fighting other women. You know what I mean? And like with the bone structure of a dude, it's just terrible. It's murder.
Yeah.
You're murdering these girls. I was actually like heated looking at the pictures of the faces of the women that he just fucked up.
What's that South Park episode?
Hold on.
Where it was basically they depicted Randy Savage, but he identified as a woman.
Oh my god.
And he was like going to like a woman's like weightlifting and everything, and he was like absolutely dominating.
But that's literally what it is. It's absurd. Like we make a joke of it, but this dude's actually doing it. It's like the whole. There's a Joanna Man. I don't know if you ever heard that, or seen that movie. He dresses up as a girl for the WNBA and he's a star.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's essentially what you're doing.
That's different, kind of.
It's not a contact sport.
But like a combat.
Yeah.
Sport. That's not
football.
That's not fair. Yeah.
If you go into football or soccer, soccer's debatable. But boxing, you would fuck them up. MMA, you'd fuck them up. Wrestling, you'd break every bone in their body. It's just. It like makes me mad. I don't want to end it on that. Do something lighter. I don't have any other story, but that was. I remember why I put that in now. We should have did that earlier. That's why I was in on a personal note.
We did have some conversation over today.
About what?
In the lunchroom. I knew there was a guy at work. He's a little like. He's 40. but he's like, I don't know how to describe
Is he
him.
an old soul?
No, he's not. He's normal, but like he's not.
Is he on the spectrum?
Kind of, I guess you could
Okay.
say. But like he doesn't have like. Rush died. Rush Limbaugh. He died.
Did he? I don't know who it was.
I know his name.
I just heard it from Family Guy. He's a Republican.
Rush Limbaugh.
That's all I know.
I don't know if it was right to make fun of it at work, but I was dying, and like they were talking about when you pee at a urinal, what do you do?
Unzip.
Unzip,
Poke it out. You know.
poke it out, but like he has the, he goes like ankle deep with his pants,
He goes all the way down.
chin.
No, that's not funny at all.
That's what
bro.
I'm saying. I was like, I don't know if it was right, but
So he does the whole toddler thing, where you hold your shirt with your chin,
I've never seen it happen, so I don't know. It might have been some guy just like pissed off at
talking
him.
shit.
But
Oh
I
my God.
was dying. I was like, I don't know if this is right or not, but Jesus.
Dude, people that aren't PC are the funniest people to me because they don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, we have a guy at work who's super like he'll out of nowhere he'll just talk about like we don't have anything to do with it. He'll go fucking liberals. I was like, what?
Fucking liberals. Nathan was telling me a story about his coworkers, and they're super racist, like super racist. So like,
We have a black guy at my work, but like we have country like hicks,
yeah,
rednecks at our work, and they, you know how they're kind of like they're not safe about. I guess they're safe about it, but they're not like PC about what they say.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the guy at my work kind of just got like used to it. Like you have like he'll fight back about like
Yeah.
it doesn't like offend him, but he'll like talk shit like right back to you. That's fucking awesome.
He was Nathan was talking about this guy. He said they're all, like I said, they're all like kind of racist. So the dude slipped on ice and busted ass, and he got up. He's like, "Oh, good thing it wasn't black ass. I would have lost my wallet." Like that to me, that's so funny because it's for one, it's creative. For two, super racist. Racism, like it's a laugh of uncomfortableness. Like I can't believe you said that.
Like that came out of you.
Like I can't believe you said that. But like, it's just funny. Like I don't know why. Like I'm not saying like I'm not racist. I don't care. It's just funny that people are so comfortable with themselves that would say shit like that. Like holy fuck.
Like in the day and age we live in, do you get like when you know somebody is like I would say like racist, but like they don't watch what they say. Do you ever get nervous just like watching a conversation happen? It happens at work all the time, and I was like, he's about to say it.
I'm like scared for
Something's
them.
gonna happen, and he's not gonna have a job today.
Because it's just I am still of the mindset of say what you want. I don't give a fuck. Words are words, whatever. You can you can choose to be offended by it. But like I'm also like a person of color, so it's just like you can say all that racist shit around me. I don't care. Like I like you could say I'm not gonna say it here because obviously we're on the internet and this shit's saved. But there's certain words that like would normally offend somebody of my color that will not offend me because it's just a word. When you let it offend you, that is when it gives it power.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to worry about that, but you also don't want to be involved in the people that do say shit like that, you know. But sometimes it's just funny to say like it's not the funny as like racism is funny. It's funny as like can't believe you just said that. Like that's funny. And I think we need a gray area because there's still like people that are getting in trouble for dumb shit. Like they said something. They said like Indian besides Native American. You know what I mean?
Or the whole going back 10 years in tweets.
Oh my god.
Finding something they said
What
10
was
plus
that
years ago.
recent one? The David Letterman. He's under fire for something that was acceptable back in the day. Like he would basically harass Lindsay Lohan about her drug addiction, and they were laughing at it, saying like, "Oh, how many times is that in rehab?" You know, shit like that. Back then, that was not having a drug addiction was almost normal back then. It wasn't. I'm not trying to defend him either. Like what he did in today's standard is pretty fucked up. You can't just be like, "Oh yeah, well, go back to your whatever," you know.
Yeah.
Like that's like people that made fun of Demi Lovato for relapsing. Like nowadays that's unacceptable, but 20 years earlier that's just like, oh, she's at it again. You know what I mean? It's just the time is different. Like you can't. But like he made that joke like 10, 15 years ago. So like, why are you gonna go back and? You're not safe.
Yeah, you watch Chris Ray Gun?
No.
No, well, he had like a thing talking about the same thing we're talking about, and he's like times change, but then like we should. There was something about a movie he was talking about, and it's like, back then this movie was okay, but now like Disney Plus or like Disney Plus has like their old cartoons on there.
Uh-huh.
But they said like this was made at a different time.
It's a disclaimer
and stuff like that. Yeah, but then they also had one for Aladdin, the fucking Will Smith one.
Yeah.
Said this movie was made at a different time, and my defense was like, I can't believe it comes to the point where 2 years ago we have to change.
Yeah, I swear. Oh my god. It's just there's something that you just shouldn't be offended by. Like, it's a joke. Stereotypes are funny because a lot of the time they're not true. It's just what people believe. And it's funny to me. Like, honestly, shit like that will always make me laugh. Stereotypes. The whole Ray William Johnson stereotype song. That song would never be allowed on YouTube.
Nope.
Like, not even a little bit. And the movie... I just watched the movie Employee of the Month. No, not Employee of the Month. It was Employee of the Month. They say the word retarded like 20 times in that. That movie probably wouldn't have been aired. Like they probably would have changed that script completely. And
Won't fly.
Yeah, it wouldn't fly. That word's just not in the America's vocabulary anymore. You can't say
like this shit we used to say back in the day, but you can't say now.
Yeah, like I would call you. I can't even say it.
Exactly.
The F word, the pile of sticks.
Yeah.
Whatever, and you can't even say that jokingly anymore. That was my favorite word because it rolled off the tongue so nice.
Yeah.
It was just
you said it a lot, but like you said, you gotta kind of adapt and change.
Yeah, but like it's not hard for me because I never used it in that sense. You know, I never used it to degrade a group of people.
Yeah.
So for me to not use it is fucking easy. The people that are complaining they can't use it like that anymore are the people that used it in that way. You know what I mean?
You just said it kind of like just like making fun of your friend. Or
yeah. Like when I could
saying
like, oh, that's gay.
Something stupid, yeah.
That's gay. Like, but like it was never just like that's homo. You know, that's like you like it up the butt. You know what I mean? Like it's it was never like that. It was that's gay. that's just something silly. That was just whatever. It was never derogatory. Which, whatever. I hate it because like I had to change my whole vocabulary. I had to learn new fucking words because I can't say the words that it was filler. Now I say fucking and more now.
I say fucking's about like if I would have took the fucking speech class, I'd be like, instead of saying I'd say fucking.
It's just your like to fill the thinking. You say fucking.
I probably would have sent to the office.
Yeah, 100%. Any speech we would have, we would just like fucking that one fucking that fucking thing. That fucking shit. Damn it. God. Well, we kind of went a little overboard on that last little bit. But thank you for joining us. I'm no longer gonna promise a weekly podcast, but I hope you guys tune into our next one. This will be up on our YouTube in Monday. Monday, I will for sure have it up. Last time, I didn't because something happened with my internet where it went out. So I'm sorry for that. But this time for sure, my YouTube is actually right there on the screen. Over there. Adam, point to it.
Huh?
On the screen. Pick Smarta. Nope. Down. Right there. Yep. That's right there. That's my YouTube. Just look that up. And yeah, Twitter. I don't really keep up with Twitter or Instagram. But yeah. We will be posting this unedited for everybody to watch. Thank you guys. And oh, yeah, one more thing. If you guys want to stick around after this in like 5 minutes, we are going to be opening 200 plus packs of Vivid Voltage, Shining Fates, Hidden Fates,
Champions Path,
Miscellaneous, Champions Path, Evolutions. It's everything, alright? So if you guys want to stick around for that, feel free. We're probably going to be going for a long time. It's going to be a different setup, but you're going to see all this.
There's a shiny piece right there.
So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next
Is there
time.
anything to pull in Steam Siege?
Wish we had some outro music.
I know it's like a meme.
What?
It says, is there anything to pull in Steam Siege?
No.
I was like, I know it's like a trash set.
It's pretty bad.
Do you got alcohol?
Got more?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna open some. Oh, you want like actual alcohol, or do you want just more of that? Okay, because I have what was that? Crown apple.
I mean, if you mix it with something, I'm not just gonna drink Crown Apple.
Just drink it straight, bro.
No.
No balls.
Yeah, if you got
that-
soda,
that
that'd be
fucking
fun.
Creep me out.
Oh, you're not thinking.
Think about it though. Like if you say that pulled you on your hair and you felt it in your leg.
What
It's
is
an
it?
actual pull, bro. It wasn't just a shock. It was something was pulling.
What movie is that from?
Huh.
Where like he finds like a thread. There's something like he keeps pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, and it just like starts eating away at his like skin and stuff.
That sounds terrifying.
It was, but I can't remember what movie it was from.
It might have been a sketch. There's no way that's a movie. But I do remember what you're talking about though. He finds it, he pulls it, and he like digs in it and pulls it. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Anyway, like back to like your
My nut hair.
your nut hair. It was like you said, it was like something you didn't want to feel again, so you never like attempted it again.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. If you were legit scratched a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. I don't like that feeling.
No, I'll never do it again. I hate it.
When that same feeling that you get is when people put a metal knife to that, what your kitchen plates are made out of, the ceramic.
Porcelain?
Porcelain.
Is it porcelain?
I think it's ceramic.
Porcelain, ceramic? I don't know.
Whatever.
Your toilet's porcelain.
But metal and fucking that hurts. It hurts my teeth. I don't know why.
It wasn't the ear thing. It was just like the feeling on my nails.
Oh, really?
I never want to feel that again. It was just so weird.
I don't like the sound.
The sound was alright.
Like I'm getting chills just thinking about it, dude.
Mine's the feeling of it.
I don't like lip smacking. That mouth sound that makes me want to puke.
And that's I'm not saying it's but when you listen to someone read a book to you,
That's fine.
and they have the
The extra saliva,
Yeah.
the sticky mouth. Yeah, I don't like that. No,
when they get real close,
I don't like mouth sounds.
chapter 1.
Oh God, those are all the older women, in my opinion. It's always the older ones
Yep.
that have this sticky ass cotton mouth. It's gross. But I think I got my ASMR I wouldn't say fetish, but from it was a late, I don't know the teacher, but they would read, but they had a soft voice, and I would get those tingles. I'm like, holy shit. But they would read over my shoulder. That's the best. When they're teaching you something on your desk, and they would whisper almost in your ear while everybody else was supposed to be silent. Yo.
I have another weird...
It wasn't like a horny thing. It was a... That felt nice.
Yeah. I have another weird work story, I guess.
What?
It was ASMR, but like, have you ever... Like, one of my ASMR is just like a doctor checkup kind of thing.
Yeah. Same.
Where like you're like, it's not like the whisper where like him checking you. Like sometimes you like see him doing something and stuff like that. For some reason, it was the weirdest thing. Was I was watching. I'll never tell him this. It was one of our maintenance guys, like fixing something or whatever, and I was just like, it was fixing something that's later, like installing cameras or something, and I was watching it, and my ASMR goes off, and I was like, Dad, no. I was just sitting, I was just running the machine, like
doing it,
smiling, yeah.
It's like, holy shit. Yeah, I get random ASMR like that too. I can't really think of anything off the cuff, but like there's sometimes I get those things I'm like, that? Like that got me?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, now we're really going, guys. Bye bye.